Welcome back, everyone, to Random's Thoughts, another game in our quest for 3K, and if you notice up top, famous last words, we're getting pretty close, so we'll see how this one goes. Naturally, in the game where we're hoping to make that final push, we're really looking at some rough options. Although I like the Fates, it can be very difficult. Obviously, it's heavily reliant on finding them upgrades, and Snow Angel is about, well, maybe not as random as it gets, but it's pretty random. We could unlock one of these. I'm actually kind of saving the Fairy Dust for Fallen Angel, so I'm going to be greedy and take the Fates. Let's see if we can actually take this one down. So as mentioned, we're definitely going to be looking for any and all upgrades that we can try and pick up. And to that end, I actually think Cinderella's not going to be bad, because we should be able to play a spell next turn. Hopefully it's Mysterious Scroll. In fact, I think I'm actually going to lock for this so that I can shore the scroll. The scroll means that we're getting 2 spells, the scroll itself, and then a second spell that it casts. Plus, the sure shot isn't bad, especially early on. We're up against Geppetto. If they hit... well, there's a bunch of things they could have hit that'll make us very sad, but we'll see what they have. They have a 1/1 Treant, so... okay so far. Step 1, complete. We are going to take this and then do this. Unfortunately, we get the gold thing, which 1 gold is kind of meaningless. So we could have 5 next turn, 5 gold, because we'll get our 4 and then this one. That's not really going to help us, so we're going to let this go. I do this every time I record one of these. I always forget to kill the sound, so I apologize for any of the echo in the beginning. I do this like every time, and then I realize, oh, uh-oh, I still have my speakers on. That is a very, very large Frog Prince. And we can't quite pull it back for a draw, which would probably be at best. I guess it's this and... well, that was a mistake. I keep mixing up Shrink Spell with... wow, that was really bad. That was really bad. I keep mixing up Shrink Spell with Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo for some reason. I have like this mental block where I keep taking Shrink Spell when I think it's Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, and it's quite obviously not. I mean, we get the +1/+1 here, but instead we could have done this and gotten 2 bodies, which would have been way better. Granted, these aren't, like, super exciting by any extent, but we would be much better off. So we'll have to live with our mistake. There's no way we're winning this one. That's just way too much health across the board there. So we're kind of getting our butts kicked here. Kind of getting our butts kicked. So we will upgrade this. We could have made the argument to do that first, I guess, instead of buying, because then this could have been a 5/4. Ring of Regeneration, I think, is pretty bad. I mean, if you take it early, like right now, we could gain a whole bunch of health, but who cares? I'd rather win. I think we're going to go with Shepherd's Sling. So this thing's a 10/10. This is a 5/4. This is a 3/2. You know, I'm stating the obvious here, but these are all relevant things now. I'm not a fan of Shepherd's Sling overall. To be honest, Fairy Tale might be better, but I'm looking for the immediate impact, at least at this stage. There's an argument to take Princess White or lock her. We're going to let it go. If we can get a Prince Arthur, that would be cool. We're up against Evella. I don't think there's any way we win this, just because the evil characters are going to get absolutely enormous. So we do get a activation there. We take... yeah, we still can't get them, because that thing's just huge. That's wild to think about, that we have this, we had Cat's Claw, and we still can't get through this. Yvel is just insane. Excuse me, I have the hiccups apparently. I do like Queen of Hearts, but we don't really have any evil stuff right now. I mean, we could. This isn't horrendous, I don't think. As an 8-7, I guess that's fine up there. We could obviously move into evil. I mean, this will only be a 4-6 if this dies first, and it's possible that it doesn't. But this gives us the option to set it up. Like, I like being able to run Queen of Hearts in the mid-game, so... early mid-game, I guess. You never know, maybe we'll get an upgrade on it, and then we'll be able to allow it to carry us to the late game. He said, hopefully. Those are some big princesses, and somebody who took both our Arthur and our other upgraded princesses. But we do get a charge there, and we get a W, so that's definitely helpful. Request completion, a charge isn't really true. We are fighting that other person for this. We also don't really want to be on this anyway. The reason I say we don't want to be on it is because of our opponent that we just ran into. So we could take the chicken or take the cat. I know we just sold the chicken because I was planning on taking the cat, and then I realized I don't know what I wanted to replace. I guess this? Because then we have 2 5-power things. Plus it's extra evil stuff for the Queen of Hearts. The Prince Arthur will buff Cinderella, which is good. Hopefully this activates, which I think we want to put here just in case. Getting this thing activated is going to be very important. Maybe it shouldn't be there and it should be later so that it's less... I don't know. It feels as though things have a priority to punch this. But it's not the lowest health. It's not the highest attack. So if things do have priority and they're targeting the middle, I don't know. It's probably just, you know, human brain finding patterns that aren't really there. Well, good thing we didn't put in spot 1. Naturally. Ugh. I think this is an L. Yeah, it has to be. Oh, maybe it doesn't have to be, but it will be. We could have done slightly better. We're not doing great right now. We're not doing spectacular. We're kind of on royalty. Kind of on evil. I'm not really clear what we're doing on either, to be honest. And we're split between 2 things that have virtually no synergy. At 6 attack in the back, it should be fine, I think. We really kind of needed that to upgrade earlier. Like I said, we're torn between these 2 game plans, and they're not... It's not as though we're on animals and evil and there's some overlap, and then maybe we can get some treasures that help out one or the other, or we hit something that's really defining. Evil and royalty don't really mix. So we're on this hodgepodge good stuff plan that's not really working. We could pick up the other familiar to try and complete it, but we'd have to sell something off that I don't want to, and on top of it, I don't want to lock this. Now, we're up against Trophy Hunter. Yep. who has a pretty large team, I'm not gonna lie. A pretty large team, and that baby bear could be very bad. It punches that one. See, this is where it's really bad. Oh no. I think this has one more. Alright, so we break even. It could have gone worse. We did complete this, so that's the good news. We're going to go with Merlin's hat. So we kind of sort of favor royalty at this stage. This only costs 2. I feel like we sell the familiar. Pick that up in anticipation of future princesses being picked up. So we could activate this right away for freezies with this next turn. So we'll lock that. We can also pick up Fairy Godmother, which will help out a lot. Just gotta hope that this carries us for this match, this brawl. And then we'll go from there. Alright, so Geppetto, who picked up a number of summons. Not encouraging. Not encouraging. Because they're all pretty sizable. We are getting some clean removal, I guess, question mark. However, there's some pretty big things in the back, but I think we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. I was worried for nothing. Alright, so what do we sell off? Probably Black Cat, Princess, Awaken a Princess. I'm gonna sell this off. Get Fairy Godmother. That means that the Queen needs to be replaced. There's still a bunch of things we'd love to find, but I'm not sure we're going to. Ugh. We'll take this. We might as well. I guess there were better spells such as this that we could have taken. Alright, we definitely lock for that guy. I don't want to sell off the Romeos or anything like that. We could sell the wolf or the sheep and wolf's clothing and the sure shot. The rest we kind of have, you know, we're close on dupes. Plus we get sugar and spice, which is not terrible. I don't hate it. We're up against Dracula, who I don't remember running into prior to this. I don't think we did. We are getting some early stacking buffs on our princes and princesses, but, you know, ultimately, late game wise, of course you target that and not either of these. Ugh. And that's a huge Shadow Assassin back there. This is an L, I think. I mean, we have a chance, but it's unlikely. If you target here, it still doesn't matter. Nope. You got me. Okay, so get rid of you. I guess we'll skip sugar and spice. There's probably better things to find. Stone Skin isn't terrible on this guy, just to make sure he doesn't die to something right off the bat. Although most dragons are going to get him, and any of the spells that can hit him will get him, so we'll skip it. An attack buff, though, is much more relevant. Friendly Spirit might be worth it. Alright, this is an upgrade. Characters have +1 health, I guess. Question mark? Like, that. It's not exactly the most exhilarating treasure in the world, but you take what you can get. I don't really want to lock on level 5 for this. But the other options on 5 are like Lancelot. Maybe some other copies of these other things. This is a little awkward because we have 2 less royalty in these and we have 1 less good character in this, so it's a little weird. But hopefully this is good enough to get us through. So we have Spectral Tiger. I think we hit them in the early rounds, and I don't remember what they had. Looks like Hodgepodge. Although they do have some of our royalty set up, which is obnoxious. Of course, you punch that one. That worked out, because then it gets an extra attack for the Court Wizard. Yeah, all of these where we are the defender here are more important. No. No! Are we gonna lose here? Are we just dead? We're not just dead, but took an L that we can't really afford. I don't really care about these. So that's better than that, and it will upgrade. We'll save the spell slot. Up against Evella. This could go very, very poorly. I don't really like Nutcracker, let alone now. Cupid is tempting. So we got this. We'll do this. Get Juliet. That? I don't think the +2/+2 from Arthur matters that much now. Like I said, I don't really like Lancelot. This also fills everything out with princes and princesses for the Court Wizard, although we don't get the health bonus from the Godmother any longer. We'll put Juliet there. I don't know if it really matters. Not sure how this one's gonna go. It's very easy for this to go very, very south very, very quickly. There's a lot of big stuff in the back. And things that are going to be growing this whole time. Well, I don't get maximum sheep tokens, but it's still an enormous amount of stuff. Not great. You get a Juliet. This will be the attack that decides it. Alright, so we break even. I think that was the best we could have hoped for, given the situation. Alright, we'll pick up Juliet. Another Court Wizard is nice. Up against Charon, who I don't remember what they had. I know I keep saying that, but alright, we'll upgrade our Juliet. I guess we do this, it saves us a gold, so we get a reroll. All that matters. Oh boy, I don't know if I care about any of these. I guess Other Hand of Vecna works. In place of Fountain of Youth. We could have actually bought the one thing and been okay. I don't know if it's worth putting the second Court Wizard in. It might be. It would be in place of probably the Sure Shot. So if we still had Arthur, maybe this... I mean, It's easy in hindsight to go, oh yeah, we got all these upgrades. It would be great to have all these upgrades, but... Or have them continue growing because they're upgraded. Alright, at least you didn't hit the Juliet. That's the good news. Like, hitting the Juliet would have been very, very bad. That's a clean... Oh no, it grew. Why did that one grow? That's a 20 attack dude back there. But we have a 44-44 Juliet, so GG. And with that, we're into the top 4. It was looking real sketchy. But we managed to get there. Alright, so we're up against Evella again. Can we turn the tide? There are definitely better spells for us to find. That one's worthwhile. I don't know exactly what, like, do we transition out of this on level 6? The Pigomorph is worth locking for, in my opinion. Guess it doesn't really matter which one we buy. So we're gonna have to hope that we snipe something with the smite. Or we get pretty fortunate, because it did not go very well the last few times, and I don't think we upgraded enough compared to what we had the last time we ran into Evella. Well, at least they hit the Juliet. That is not what we needed to target. Oh no, we're screwed. They have Echo Wood and our bear friend here. Yeah, we are dead. We're lucky we even killed the things we did. GG, friends. GG. But the good news is, we're still moving up. And that's kind of what matters, right? We got to keep moving up. We're pressing on. We're not hemorrhaging points for now. I'm sure we will. But that'll do it for this time. So as always, everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And Black Lives Matter.